So when we talk of dream, what is it that you dream of? I'm sure a lot your army of fans would want to know about.
I dream really that I can be as successful as I am a star. I can be as successful as in the next phase of my life, like the family and wife or mother, because it's always been about me. Samantha's star work was very self-centric. My entire world was very self-centric. It didn't really have much room for other people and other responsibilities. I was only responsible to myself. So I fear that it's difficult when you live such a self-centric life to actually how good will I be at giving, at looking after somebody else, and not just a child, a husband, or. So I do worry if I can transition well into that phase. So I dream about being as successful in that phase too.
Right. So, Samantha, you have like a huge number of fans who come to your rescue every time for everything. So, do you get that optimism from them, or is it the other way around,
Very,
that
very much.
your optimism rubs on them?
I think it works both ways. I think, I'm a very simple person. What you see is what you get. I can't really be anybody else but myself. Like, I can't put on a facade. I can't act after 6 p.m. after call, after pack up. So there is a genuine connect that I have with a large number of people. Like, my only access is right now Twitter, and I trust them. These people are not on some Samantha is the best, Samantha is amazing trip. They are when they don't like something, they point it out. They are not scared of me in any way. So I respect them a lot, and I value their judgment. I believe that what they're telling me is true. So they give me immense strength. I am in touch with many of them, even on the phone and SMSs. So I think that it works both ways. I'm really happy that I have a good influence in their life, and they have a tremendous influence in mine.
Right. So, Samantha, of late, a lot of discussions are around the way you look, be it films or events. So, is it dreadful, to look good constantly each time? So, does
It's scary. It's really, really scary. Especially in the initial phases of my career, I didn't look like the other girls. I was not as tall as the other girls. I was not as pretty as the other girls. I was not as fair as the other girls. So I took a beating, because it took a beating of like self-loathing. Like, why am I here? Why am I can't compete with these girls. I'm not good enough. So it went through very bad phase where a lot of people need physically coming and pulling me out of that phase. So I'm extremely, extremely happy to be here, and now I finally got it that it's okay to not be perfect. It's okay. It's okay to look like 90% of the women. I am the majority. So I'm proud. I am the majority. A lot of women on the road, I look like any of them. I am the majority. Why should I want to look like that 10% of the population who are unrealistically, beautiful and plastic? So I finally got to a space where I'm okay with being the majority. I'm okay with representing 90 to even 95% of the female population of India. Mm-hmm. So I'm proud to be where I am.
Right, so you are now called a fashionista, right? You started off that trend of actually fashion, at least when it came to South Indian cinema context. So did that put a lot of pressure on you initially?
Yeah.
So you had
and I blame Mirza for that. She got me into this damn thing, and now I can't stop. Like, it's so much pressure. All I want to do is go to events like this. This is how I dress on a normal basis. I want to go to events like this. But Neerja's like, no, you have to do the hair, you have to do the makeup, you have to wear the clothes, the uncomfortable clothes, the uncomfortable heels. I'm really tired. I really want to go in jeans and t-shirts to events, and I think that the way she's pushing me, I'm going to head there. I'm going to go in jeans, t-shirt, and washed face to events very soon. But we do enjoy playing dress up. I think that which girl doesn't like playing dress up. So again, we appeal to a lot of girls. I think that a lot of people have been following fashion now, shoes and clothes, and and looking way more presentable than they used to. So I'm glad girls are having fun, and we're just having fun.
Right. Coming to talk about your films, at the audio launch of Brahmotsvam, you actually said that you're very conscious when you stand next to Mahesh Babu. So were you really serious about
Oh yeah,
what you said?
He's one of the most good-looking actors we have in India, and he can look good in anything. In fact, he looks best in just a normal cotton T-shirt and jeans. He doesn't even have to try anything. He just looks so good in even the simplest attires, and well, yeah, it's that added thing, whether you need to look presentable as well with him. And thank God for a really good DOP in Brahmotsam that he took care of half the problems.
So you worked with all the top stars, Mahesh Babu, NTR, Pawan Kalyan. So what is it that you've learned from them in the process?
Oh, I've always said that working with superstars is way more easy than working with the next bunch, because these guys are so secure of their position. By these guys I mean like Mahesh Babu, Pawan Kalyan, Surya, they Junior NTR, they are very secure and very again, what you see is what you get. You know that what you're talking to them is what they are. You don't have to wonder to read too much between the lines. You don't have to try to read between the lines. What you see is what you get, and it's I find it very easy dealing with those kind of people. It's very easy to go to work and when you know the person you're working with, and they all have been truly inspiring in many, many different ways to me. Like Mahesh he is at the top of his game, and even if the director says superb, amazing, he'll say one more. No, let me just do this one more. So even for the smallest shot, and I think he doesn't even have to. But he does it, And so those days when I feel tired, I'm like, enough. I look at these people, and even at this position, they want to push harder. So these things inspire me at work. And Pawan Kalyan, he's an amazing person. People would be so shocked to know how he is in real life, because he might be Pawan Kalyan, power star, but well, do you know that in Switzerland when we were shooting, I've never said this before, I think, in Switzerland when we were shooting, and he's shy of crowds. Now what can I say? He's always in the middle of some 5,000, 6,000 people, but he's really shy, of shooting when there are crowds there. And so like in Switzerland we were shooting a song, and there were tourists and stuff like that, and he was so shy, and he's like, no, you don't put the step, let me walk. And then he wouldn't come out of his van, and then Trivikram had to go and say, you just come, you do it, no, you see, how it be. I was like, are you sure? It's like, just watch. And then I was laughing, and I was like, you are power star. Like, this is exactly, there was cajoling, there was like, no sir, you can do it. And you said, like, really? I can do it? Really? So after that I called him Papa Garu. So his pet name is Papa Garu. Papa Garu Randi, please tell me. Em parledu. So he's so blissfully unaware of of his craze and of his power over influence over people. He's very normal, and he's a very good person too. So these things inspire me as well. Surya has his just determination and his hard work. He has told me, like, initially he was ridiculed. Initially, he had a lot of criticism from what industry outside, that he might not be a good actor. But look at what he has done now. I don't think anybody in India can play Atriya, Mani, and Shivakumar like he did in 24. So it's just like grit, determination. And again, he's completely unaware of his effect on women, of his good looks. Completely unaware. He's like, yeah, really, you think so? So I think that the moment you think that you're a superstar, and that, I think that's when it goes south. So these people all have their hearts in the right place. Junior NTR, I find zero difference from, I've worked with him in Brindavanam, which was 6 years back, to now in Janata Garage. This person is exactly the same. There has been no change whatsoever. Even in the slightest, I know how he will react to things, hits, flops, marriage, baby, the outside world. He has not changed for anybody, and that is an